Here's the page you have for homework today. This is 10-4 in class and homework. We did most of this in class, and some of you started this side. We're going to go through this very, very fast today just to help you see how you may have made a mistake, or you can do it with us if you're having trouble. So here we go. All of them we're starting off are does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers raw? And here we go. Determine 3 times what gets me close to 4, and that's 1. Check it off. Multiply 3 times 1, and we get 3. Check it off. Subtract 4 minus 3, and we get 1. Check. Is the king happy? Yes. 3 is bigger than 1. Check it off. Okay. Now we're at bring down. Bring down the 2 and box. Okay, 42 is now dead to us. All right, now we are going to repeat because there's space in the quotient. Next, go back up to determine. Determine 3 times what? Move your pencil as you go. Gets me close to 12. That's my new number on the tray. So we know 3 times 4 equals 12. So we determined what goes there. Now let's multiply. 3 times 4 is 12. Now we're going to subtract 12 minus 12, and we get 0. Check it off. Check, is the king happy? Yes. Bring down the 0 and box. And we're going to repeat because there's still a spot in the quotient left. And now we're going to do our third column of checks. So determine 3 times what gets me close to 0? Well, 3 times 0. Multiply 3 times 0 is 0. Subtract. Check, is the king happy? Yes. Bring down, nothing to bring down, but we can box. And we are now done, so this is our remainder that goes all the way up, and it goes right next to this, a remainder of 0. Okay? On to the next one. Here we go. Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers raw? Determine 5 times what gets me close to 6. That's 1. Check it off. Multiply. 5 times 1 is 5. Subtract. 6 minus 5 is 1. Check. Is the king happy? Yes. Bring down in box our new number. This is dead to us. We're going to repeat because there's space in the quotient. Back up to determine. Determine 5 times what gets me close to 11. Well, 5 times 2 equals 10. So let's multiply now. 5 times 2 is 10. Subtract. We have 1. Check. Is the king happy? Yes. Bring down the 9 and box. So we have 19 now as our new number. This is dead to me. All right, we're going to repeat because there's space in the quotient. All right, and back up to determine. Determine 5 times what gets me close to 19 without going over. So we have 5, 10, 15. That's 5 times 3. Check it off. Multiply. 5 times 3 is 15. Because 5 times 4 is 20. That would have put us over. Subtract. We have 4. Check. 5 is bigger than 4, so we're good. The king is happy. Bring down and box. There's nothing to bring down, but we can go ahead and box our new leftover amount. And we are all done. So this is my remainder of 4. Okay. On to number 10. Here we go. Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers raw? This is what helps us solve these and keep track of our work. So we are going to determine 7 times what gets me close to 8, and that is 1. Now we're going to multiply 7 times 1 equals 7. Now we're going to subtract to find out what's left over, and we have 1. Check, is the king happy? And he is. Bring down and box. So we're bringing down the 4 and boxing. And there we go. And we are going to repeat because there's stuff in the quotient. Spots left. Back up to determine. 7 times what? Put your pencil in the spot. 7 times what gets me close to 14? That's 2. Multiply it out. 7 times 2 is 14. Subtract. 14 minus 14 is nothing. Check, is the king happy? Yes. bring down and box. We're going to bring down the 2 and box our new leftover. And we are going to repeat because there's stuff in the quotient still. Space is available. So, determine 7 times what gets me close to 2 without going over. 7 times nothing. 7. Now multiply. 7 times 0 is 0. Subtract. 2 minus nothing is still 2. Check, is the king happy? Yes. Bring down. Nothing to bring down. But we are going to box what's remaining. And now we have a remainder, of 2. Okay. And on to number 11. Let's set up our McDonald's. Sorry, I'm holding it one hand. Sell cheeseburgers raw. Hopefully not. Okay, ready. Determine 8 times what gets me close to 8 without going over. 1. Multiply. 8 times 1 is 8. Check. Subtract. 8 minus 8 is 0. Check, is the king happy? Yes. Bring down the 5 and box it. Done. Repeat, because there's more in the quotient. Back up to the top. Determine 8 times what gets me close to 5, and this is dead to us. 8 times what gets me close to 5? Well, nothing. 0. Check off. Determine. Multiply. 8 times 0 equals 0. Subtract. And we get 5. Check, is the king happy? Yes. Bring down the 6 and box. Repeat, because there is a space in the quotient. And now I'm on my 3rd check marks. Here we go. Determine 8 times what gets me close to 56, because this is dead to us. So I go through my 8s. Let's see. Ooh, 5, 6, 7, 8, 56. That's Elmo World.
Ooh, 7 times 8 is 56. All you have to do is count. Yay!
All right, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 7 times 8. We determine what goes there. Let's multiply it.
5, 6, 7, 8, 56.
All right, there's 56 multiplied. And we're going to subtract, and we get 0. Check, is the king happy? Definitely. It's bigger than that left over. Bring down, nothing to bring down, but we'll box it, and up we go with a remainder of nothing. Okay. All right, let's just take a look at these. Number 12 and 13 will let you sort of work those out on your own. You can use the information from up top and that framework to help you solve these. If you need help with 12 and 13, you can ask us in class. But basically, we need to be underlining and coding. So this person, Zishan, collected this many autographs. Each autograph is either from a baseball star, a football star, or a movie star, or a rock star. He has an equal number of autographs for each group. How many autographs does he have in each group? So we need to figure out how many groups there are. Well, they listed them. Baseball, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 groups, and this is our total. And he has an equal amount in each group, or for each group. So there's our situation. So I'm going to use the sides because I have more space and go ahead and set up 812 divided into the 4 groups to find out how many autographs, equal number, in each group. And then we're going to go ahead and do our McDonald's to solve. Okay? Down to here. An ant has 6 legs. There are this many legs in Jose's ant farm. This is the total amount of legs. So we underline important info. How many ants in his ant farm? Okay. All right, so we have 6 legs, okay, in each ant. So this is how many are in each ant. We want to know how many groups of ants there are. Either way, we have a big number, we have a total. I get that the language can be a little bit tricky with this one, but we have this large number, and we definitely are dealing with window 2 here as well as up here. Okay, so we would have to go ahead and set this problem up as well. 870 divided into the 6 legs for each ant, and it'll tell us how many ants there are. And the nice thing is you have 4 choices to choose from when you're done. All right, that's it, kiddos.